Shabbat Shalom. Let's welcome in Shabbat with Psalm 102, Ki V'Moed, the bottom of page 3. Ki V'Moed, Ki V'Moed, Ki V'Moed, Ki V'Moed. Yalai, lalai, lai, yalai, lalai, lai, yalai, lalai, lai, yalalai, yalalai, yalai, lalai, lai, yalai, lalai, lai, yalai, lalai, lai, yalalai, yalalai, yalai, lalai, lai, yalalai, yalalai, yalai, lalai, lai, yalalai, lai. Ki V'Moed, Ki V'Moed, Ki V'Moed, Ki V'Moed. Yalai, lalai, lai, yalai, lalai, lai, yalai, lalai, lai, yalalai, yalalai, yalai, lalai, lai, yalai, lalai, lai, yalai, lalai, lai, yalalai, yalalai, yalai, lalai, lai, yalalai, yalalai, yalai, lalai, lai, lai, lalai, lai, lai. Shabbat Shalom once again. Welcome to everybody that's in this sacred space. Welcome to everybody who is in the sacred space of their homes. I am so excited that we are all here tonight to celebrate Shabbat. Rabbi Gwozdov, so I had a little hernia replacement surgery yesterday. It was scheduled. It was nothing that was like, scary emergency or anything like that. But he is home recovering, and Lindy is home caring for him as he recovers. So we are here tonight, gathered for Shabbat. It will take all of us to make it happen, and we are so lucky to have Steve Schermerhorn here to help us lead services. We're so lucky to have Ari here, who connects us at home, and who just makes me happy when I look at him, because he's such a nice guy. But let's take a few minutes, as we do each week, to greet each other, to say Shabbat Shalom. To our friends at home, please greet each other in the chat. And a hush fell over the crowd. Each week we welcome in Shabbat by the lighting of the Shabbat candles. And in addition to Shabbat, this week as Americans, we will be celebrating Veterans Day. We honor those who have served in our armed forces. So it is my honor to welcome to the Bima, so a veteran who served many years for our country. So Margaret Levy, in honor of all those who have served. And if you haven't been around for a few weeks, you might notice that we have a third candle here, and the third candle we have been lighting each week since the October 7th attacks by Hamas. So to remind us that we want to keep all those who have been taken hostage and all those who are fighting to defend our homeland in our hearts. The candle blessing is on page 8. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat. Shabbat Shalom and Yasher Koach, and Happy Veterans Day.
Thank you.
We continue with the call to worship, the Baruch Hu, on page 9, and we stand either physically or spiritually. Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMevorach Baruch Adonai HaMevorach HaMevorach Le'olam Va'ed HaMevorach HaMevorach Le'olam Va'ed. Yai la 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 la. Yai la 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 la. Yai la 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 la. Yai la 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 la. Yai la 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 la. Yai la 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 la. Yai la 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 la. Yai la 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 la. Roll into dark, roll into light. Night becomes day, day turns to night. Roll into dark, roll into light. Night becomes day, day turns to night. Borei yom v'layla golel or mipnei choshech. Golel or mipnei choshech v'choshech mipnei or. Roll into dark, roll into light. Night becomes day, day turns to night. Roll into dark, roll into light. Night becomes day, day turns to night. Shema Yisrael, Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. 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 kevod, shem kevod malchuto, leolam va'ed. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Please be seated and join me in chanting the Ve'ahavta at the top of page 10. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavcha uv'chol nafshecha uv'chol me'odecha ve'hayu hadvarim ha'ele asher anochi Metzavecha hayom al levavecha veshinantam levanecha vedibarta bam veshivtecha beveitecha uvlechtecha vaderech uvshochbecha uvkumecha Ukshartam leot al yadecha, vehayu letotafot beinenecha, uchtavtam al mezuzot beitecha, uvisharecha, leman tizkeru, va'asitem et kol mitzvotai, V'yitem kedoshim lelohechem. Adonai Elohechem, asher hotzeiti etchem me'eretz Mitzrayim, lihiot lachem lelohim, ani Adonai Elohechem. And we continue in the English on the top of page 11. Let's read together. Standing at the water's edge, the sea spray on your cheek, close your eyes and feel within the beating of freedom's drum. Listen closely on the breeze. Do you hear the music of the ages? Oh God, you beat the drum, you are the song, you are the wonder in each of us. With joy and awe, we sing to you this song of freedom. Yum bum 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 ba ba ba, yum bum bum bim bum, yum bum 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 ba ba ba, yum bum bum bim bum, ya la 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 la, yum bum bum bim bum, ya la 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 la, yum bum bum bim bum, mi chamocha bailim Adonai, mi chamocha nedar bakodesh, nora tehilot osefele, nora tehilot osefele, yum bum 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 ba ba ba, yum bum bum bim bum, yum bum 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 ba ba ba, yum bum bum bim bum, ya la 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 la, yum bum bum bim bum, ya la 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 la, yum bum bum bim bum. And we continue with the Hashkivenu in English at the bottom of page 11. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Eternal God, help us to walk with good companions, to live with hope in our hearts and eternity in our thoughts, that we may lie down in peace and rise up to find our hearts waiting to do your will. We praise you, guardian of Israel, whose love gives light to all the world. And we continue with the Vishamru on the top of page 13. לעשות את השבת לדורותם. ברית עולם ביני ובין בני ישראל אות היא לעולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם. ברית עולם ביני ובין בני ישראל אות היא לעולם. אות היא לעולם. אות היא לעולם. And we rise physically or spiritually at the bottom of page 13 for the Amidah. Hanananananana Adonai, Hananananana Sfatai Tiftach, Hananananana Ufi Yagid Tehilatecha, Hananananana Adonai, Hananananana Sfatai Tiftach, Hananananana Ufi Yagid Tehilatecha. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu v'Elohei avoteinu v'imoteinu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, v'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Leah, v'Elohei Rachel, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor v'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, Ve'konei Hakol, Ve'zocher Chasdei Avot ve'imahot, Umevi Geula Livnei v'neihem, Lema'an Shemo be'ahava, Melech Ozer u'Moshia u'Magen, Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham, Ve'ezrat Sarah, Ata Gibor le'olam Adonai, Mechaye HaKol, Ata Rav le'Hoshia, Mechakel Chayim bechesed, Mechaye HaKol berachamim rabim, Somech noflim verofeh cholim, Umatir asurim, Umekayem emunato, Lishenei afar, Michamocha bal gevurot, Umidomelach, Melech memit, Umechayeh, Umatzmiach Yeshua, V'ne'eman nata lehachayot hakol, Baruch atah Adonai, Nechaye HaKol. Ata kadosh v'shimcha kadosh, u'kadoshim b'chol yom, yehallelucha selah. Baruch atah Adonai ha'el ha'kadosh. Please be seated. And we'll continue in the middle of page 15 with the Ritzei. Ritzei Adonai Eloheinu ba'amcha Yisrael, utfilatam be'ahava tikabel, uti liratzon tamid avodat Yisrael amecha, baruch ata Adonai she'odcha levadcha be'yirah na'avod. Be gracious, O Lord our God, to your people Israel, and receive our prayers with love. May our worship always be acceptable to you. Modim anachnu lach, sha'atahu Adonai Eloheinu, ve'Elohei avotenu ve'imotenu le'olam va'ed. Tzur chayenu, magen yishenu, atahu ledor vador. God of goodness, we give thanks for the gift of life, wonder beyond words, for the awareness of soul, our light within, for the world around us so filled with beauty, for the richness of the earth, which day by day sustains us. For all these and more, we offer thanks. In the middle of each one of our services, we take a few moments to get off the page, to step away from the beautiful words that were penned by our ancestors and the beautiful ideas that they have put into our minds, and to take a few minutes to look at the prayers of our heart and to search inside for the words that we would like to bring forth at this moment. So we take a few minutes for silent meditation, and if you'd like a little inspiration, there are some beautiful readings on page 17. Please join me in Oseh Shalom. The words are on page 19. A prayer for peace. Oseh Shalom, Shalom bimromav, Hu ya'aseh Shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'imru amen. Hu ya'aseh Shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, amen. Oseh Shalom, Shalom bimromav, Hu ya'aseh Shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'imru amen. Hu ya'aseh The name of this week's Torah portion is Chaye Sarah, which means the life of Sarah. And it is full and rich, and there is so much going on. So I encourage you, go online, find out about Chaye Sarah. There are so many different commentaries about all the different things happening in this portion. And tonight, we're just going to focus on one teeny tiny little piece of it. And it is my pleasure to share a Devar Torah written by one of my colleagues, Rabbi educator Stacy Rigler. When parents discuss why they choose to give their children a Jewish education, many reply that they want their children to learn how to be good people. In my work in Jewish education at the Foundation for Jewish Camp, my colleagues engaged in research that showed that kindness is the character trait taught most often in Jewish settings. At the center of Jewish schools, early childhood centers, and youth programming is learning focused on how to be friendly, generous, and considerate. Parents and educators want children to learn how to be kind, good people. This week's Torah portion presents us with the matriarch of kindness, Rebecca. A servant ran toward her and said, "Please let me sip a little water from your jar." "Drink, my lord," she said, and she quickly lowered her jar from upon her head and let him drink. When she had let him drink his fill, she said, "I will also draw for your camels until they finish drinking." Quickly emptying her jar into the trough, she ran back to the well to draw more water, and she drew enough water for all of his camels. Rebecca's kindness to the animals is often the focus when teaching this story. However, there is more to chesed, the Hebrew word for loving kindness, than her actions with the animals. Kindness first requires that you be considerate, seeing another person, their circumstances, and their need. Rebecca knew that not only the man, but also the camels would need water. She also knew that they were too tired to get it themselves. Kindness requires an act of friendliness, an assumption of goodwill. Rebecca was not startled or offended by the request for water from the stranger. She assumed that he was in need and worked to help him out. Finally, kindness requires selflessness and generosity. Rebecca does not want or expect anything in return for her actions. The text does not focus on the exertion required to offer water to the servant and all his camels, nor on how it might have been a little inconvenient for Rebecca to work extra hard that day, or possibly even dangerous for her. Alan Morenis, in his book Everyday Holiness, explains that chesed involves acts that sustain the other. In the Jewish view, it is not enough to hold warm thoughts in our heart or to wish each other well. We are meant to offer real sustenance to one another. To qualify as chesed, these actions need to come out of kindness and no other motive. While it is true that there are many ways to foster kindness, living a life of chesed must be done within the framework of a community. We use our texts and traditions in conversation with one another to understand how to be more friendly, more considerate, more generous. We engage in the difficult work of listening to others to understand the impact of our actions, even when well-intentioned. This work is at the core of Jewish education, not because of its simplicity, but because of its challenge. And I stand in awe of the Jewish educators I work with who focus on teaching kindness. You know, our work doesn't always feel kind. Correcting behavior, sharing expectations, encouraging individuals to take responsibility or suffer the consequences for their actions is hard. Some of the hardest lessons I taught were those that felt mean or unfriendly at the time. Teachers and leaders know that chesed does not always feel warm and fuzzy. I'm sure Rebecca understood how hard it is to model kindness, but I'm also sure that she recognized its value. May our eyes be open so that we may see those in need. May our ears be open that we may listen intently to family and friends and strangers. May we always be ready to lift up our hands and do acts of chesed, acts of loving kindness. Ken Yehi Ratzon, may this be God's will. Amen. It's a lovely section of Torah. And speaking of Torah, what do you say we take her out of the ark and read a little bit? Our Torah service begins on page 20. And it is my honor to invite our first vice president, Deborah Blinder, up onto the bima, who will be carrying the Torah for us this evening. And those who are able, please rise. Kim Hitzion Tetzeh Torah. Kim Hitzion Tetzeh Torah. Udevar Adonai Mirushalayim Baruch Shenatan Torah Torah Baruch Shenatan Torah Torah Le'amo Yisrael B'Kedushato Beit Yaakov L'chuven Elcha Be'or Adonai. O house of Jacob, come, let us walk in the light of our God. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad Echad Eloheinu Gadol Adonenu Kadosh Shemo Lecha Adonai Hagedu Ulav Hagevura V'Hatiferet V'Hanetzach V'Hahod Ki Chol Bashamayim Uvaretz Ki Chol Bashamayim Uvaretz Lecha Adonai HaMamlacha Ve'amid Na'aseh Lechol Lerosh Romenu Adonai Eloheinu Ve'ishtachavu Le'ar Kodsho Romenu Adonai Eloheinu Ve'ishtachavu Le'ar Kodsho Ki Kadosh Adonai Eloheinu Romenu Ki Kadosh Adonai Eloheinu Romenu Romenu Adonai Eloheinu Ve'ishtachavu Le'ar Kodsho Romenu Adonai Eloheinu Ve'ishtachavu Le'ar Kodsho Ki Kadosh Adonai Eloheinu Romenu Ki Kadosh Adonai Eloheinu Romenu. And Deborah, if you wouldn't mind staying and gabaying this evening, I would appreciate it. Reading glasses are lovely things. And we'll be reading from the beginning of the portion this evening, and you can find it in the large blue book on page 156. I know that feeling. We're going to start right here, okay? And it is my great honor to call for tonight's Aliyah, Ari Gwazdov, who is receiving the Aliyah this evening in loving memory of his grandmother and beloved friend to many of us, Flo Gwazdov, whose yahrzeit we mark this week.
Baruch hu et Adonai hamvarach.
Baruch Adonai hamvarach le'olam va'ed.
Baruch Adonai hamvarach le'olam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten ha'torah.
Amen. Amen. Vayiyu chayei Sarah mea shana ve'esrim shana ve'shiv'a shanim shnei chayei Sarah v'tamat Sarah Bekiryat Arba Hi Chevron Be'eretz Kenaan Vayavo Avraham Lizpod leSarah Ve'livkota Vayakam Avraham Me'al pnei meto Vayedaber el bnei chet lemor.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torah emet v'chayei olam nata b'tochenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten ha'torah.
Amen. Make grandma happy. I should be so lucky to have such a grandson. Someday. Thank you, Deborah. It is our custom in the presence of our Torah scroll each week to say a Mishaberach, a prayer for healing for those in our community who are in need. We invite our friends at home to write the names of loved ones who are in need of prayers of healing in the chat so that we can bring them into this space. And this week, oh boy. Thought I had that turned down. And this week, we are thinking especially of Raquel Lipkin and Ann Porteous and Diane Dakin, Randy Watkins, Gabby Lopez-Smith, Victor Altman, Samantha Porteous, John Kaplan, Barry Klein, Brooke Hall, Cremilda Tamez, Charlene Gross, Joseph Mayer, Leslie Hirschfeld, Judy Platt, Jacob Tannenbaum, Barbara Nachman, Michael Sheets, Liam Ledesma, Michael Hall, Bill Meyer, Laura Murrell, Jim Morris, Sherwin Sobel, Orrin Davis, Cindy Rentz, Don Gonzaga, and of course, Rabbi Jason Gwazdov. We also add to our Misha Berach list this week the nephew of Lori Merrill, Hananya Moss, who was injured while serving in Gaza this week. We are relieved to know that his injuries are not life-threatening, but we hold him in our hearts as we hold all of those on both sides who have been injured and are suffering. And Ari, do we have names from the chat that we'd like to add?
we will also include Ricardo and Lorena Estrada, Dave Reichel, Lori Lipner, Nathan Korn, Craig Korn.
Okay. And the words to the Mishaberach can be found on page 23. To all those names mentioned aloud, all of us here, all of us at home who are in need of these same prayers for healing of body and soul and spirit. Baruch atah Adonai rofecha cholim. Blessed are you, Adonai, who heals the sick. Amen. And we continue with a prayer for our country and the state of Israel. Guardian of life and liberty, grant blessings to our country. Grant our leaders patience and wisdom. May our homes be safe from affliction and strife, and may we never be lazy in the work of peace. Eternal God, grant blessings to the state of Israel. Protect your people, shelter them with peace, and grant them deliverance from the violence that surrounds them. May they live in harmony with one another and with their neighbors. May the bonds of faith and faith that unite the Jews of all lands be a source of strength and blessing to each of us and to all the world. And let us say, Amen. And Steve, would you do the honor of Hagbah this evening? And those who are able, please rise as we lift our Torah. And Steve will turn around so that everybody in the congregation can see the words, reminding us that this is not a private teaching. We are all encouraged to love it and study it and spend time with it. You okay? We're all on the left side. All right. Bezot HaTorah asher sam Moshe lifnei bnei Yisrael al pi Adonai beyad Moshe ki lekach tov natati lahem. And get her nice and tight. Ital ta'azovu etz chayim hi lama chazikim ba v'tom checha meushar deracheha darchei noam v'chol netivotecha shalom Hashivenu Adonai Elecha Venashuva Chadesh Chadesh Yameinu Chadesh Yameinu Keketem. Our service continues on page 25 with the Aleinu. Aleinu leshabeach ladon hakol, latet gedula leotzeh breshit, shelo asanu kigoye ha'aratzot, velo samanu kemishpechot ha'adama, shelo sam chelkenu kahem, begor aleinu kechol hamonam, va'anachnu korim umishtachavim umodim livnei melech malchei hamlachim hakadosh baruch hu v'nehemar v'haya Adonai lemelech al kol haaretz bayom hahu yeh Adonai echad u'shemo echad. Please be seated. At the end of each service, we take a moment to remember those who came before us, those who we have lost and loved. They are still very much with us in our hearts, but they are no longer a part of this world's experience. If you are in the Shloshim or the Shana, the first 30 days of mourning, or the first year of mourning, for our friends at home, please write the name of your loved one in our chat so that we can bring it into this sacred space. And I invite anyone here in the room who is in the either Shiva or Shloshim or Shana, the first year of mourning, to please stand and share the name of your loved one with us. We also remember these loved ones who have a yortzeit in the week ahead. If I say the name of your loved one, wouldn't you please stand so that we might recognize you and support you? We remember with love Mort Lindner, Esther Weinstein, Alice Horn, Rose Horwitz, Florence Guasdoff, Raymond Morris, Jacob Wallen, Andrea Oppenheimer, Dolores Evden, Patricia Ventura, Harry Slicker, Leonore Crane, Frederick Teague, Lou Skelton, Beverly Zoloto, Marilyn Rich, Ann Friedman, Joseph Englander, and June Stein. Is there anyone else that is honoring yortzeit this evening? And Ari, do we have any names in the chat to add to our yortzeit list? And we also remember Craig Corin, Laura Lipner, and Nathan Corin. And as we do each week, so we take the 6 million who perished in the Holocaust, many leaving no one to say Kaddish for them, into our hearts, and we add their memory, and of course, the memory of all those lives lost in the current conflict. We bring them into this space, and we rise together and offer the words of Mourner's Kaddish. They can be found on page 26. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei rabbah, be'alma divrach rute v'amlich malchute, B'chayechon v'yomechon, uv'chaye d'chol Beit Yisrael, ba'gala u'vizman kariv v'imru amen. Yehi shmei Rabba mevarach leolam u'lamei amaya, yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitba'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh, v'yitadar v'yitalev v'yitalal shemei d'kudsha brichu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, ta'amiran be'ama v'imru amen. Yehi shlama Rabba min shemaya, v'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav, hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. May the source of peace and comfort and peace to all those who mourn, and let us say, Amen. Please be seated. Well, I must say, after what feels like months of trying to squeeze our weekly announcements into a single sheet and not always being successful, it was really nice to have just 3 short sentences. Deborah, please come and share this week's announcements with us.
This will be quick and easy. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Thank you, Ari, for making us one community by connecting us with our friends at home through the live stream. And thank you, Steve, for enriching our Shabbat celebration with your beautiful music. And thank you, Karma, for taking over while Rabbi and Lindy are away. Learning Lab classes will not meet this Sunday in honor of Veterans Day. Book Club will meet at a private home. Please reach out to Deborah Mendoza or Karma for details if you would like to attend. And that's it. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. I know, isn't it like amazing? So, Susan, did you have an announcement you wanted to add or a special? So, before we do that, we are going to sing our closing prayer, Ojavo Shalom Aleinu. If you need the words, they are on page 27. But I would invite you, please come out of the pews and come up close. And if anybody is celebrating a birthday, an anniversary, I don't know, paid off the mortgage, got a new dog, any special occasion, we need moments to celebrate right now. So come and join me on the bima. Shalom Aleinu, Ojavo Shalom Aleinu, Ojavo Shalom Aleinu, ve'al kulam. Ojavo Shalom Aleinu, Ojavo Shalom Aleinu, Ojavo Shalom Aleinu, ve'al kulam. Salam Aleinu ve'al kol ha'olam. Salam, salam, salam Aleinu ve'al kol ha'olam. Salam, salam. Ojavo Shalom Aleinu, Ojavo Shalom Aleinu, Ojavo Shalom Aleinu, ve'al kulam. Ojavo Shalom Aleinu, Ojavo Shalom Aleinu, Ojavo Shalom Aleinu, ve'al kulam. Salam Aleinu ve'al kol ha'olam. Salam, salam, salam Aleinu ve'al kol ha'olam. Salam, salam. And I know that our friend Mendel Lachman is celebrating Shabbat at home, but also celebrating today her 81st birthday. I want us all to turn around and say Shabbat Shalom and happy birthday, Mendel.
Happy birthday.
And our good friend Barbara Sarkani Gore also celebrated birthday. Is that today or this coming week?
This coming Monday.
Oh, this coming Monday. And we're not sure if she wants us to share her age, so we're just going to say, happy birthday, Barbara. And Meredith, you have a special occasion?
Yes, I have two, actually. My
my birthday is Monday, and then my dad got out of surgery yesterday, and everything went well.
So for our friends at home, because I was going to say something during the Misha Berach and I forgot, so happy birthday, Meredith. But our friend Sherwin Sobel, who has been ill for the last couple of weeks, was able to have surgery this last week, and things went well. He's home, he's recovering, and we certainly wish him a refuah shlema, a complete and speedy recovery. Anything else? All right, let's join together in a kiddush. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, borei pari hagafen. Amen. L'chaim. Now we all know the phrase Renaissance man. So, do you know someone who can lift heavy objects, who has magic fingers when they're on a keyboard, and also bakes challah? Thank you, Steve, for this beautiful challah. And it's our custom to connect with the challah, so we haven't done that for a while, but can we do it? Let's see if we can make it happen. I miss that.
Somebody has to go up. Or not whoever's connected.
Well done, Felipe. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Amen. And let's turn around and give one more big Shabbat Shalom to our friends at home. Echad, shtayim, shalosh. Shabbat Shalom. And now we get to go enjoy oneg. Ooh, that looks delicious. You got her? Thank you, Steve. You are such a gift. I really appreciate it. So, Doug sent me a text today. Yeah, I texted him yesterday. Ari, are you trying to make me cry?
How can I go on this way? Life beneath Chazah, we sing the words out loud to strengthen one another
together. Standing proud.
Chazah, we stand as one. Chazah, we must be strong.
חזק ועד עלינו